Hello, today I'm going to be showing you with the brand new Duelist Advanced support for our Lunalights and how it can actually bridge into Shaddolls. With our one card combo, I'm going to show you two routes of Gold Leo because I'm going to tell you a card that can help us search and get access to Shaddolls, but can also get us access to a certain piece that's different, that's not a Shaddoll card, but can still bridge to Shaddolls. So first, I'm going to show you how it can bridge to Shaddolls naturally. Normal summon Gold Leo. Gold Leo effect to add a Lunalight monster and then discard. We're going to add our Yellow Martin and send it. Yellow Martin effect is going to add Masquerade. Masquerade is going to activate. It's an ignition effect to send, so we're going to use the effect when on the field to send. By card effect, Silver Hound, which when sent to graveyard, will allow us to summon a Lunalight from deck, like Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick is going to use the effect, which can send a Lunalight monster for cost. And then on res, the Gold Leo will target the Lunalight that was sent, which is Black Sheep, add it back to hand. We're going to discard Black Sheep for polymerization. Activate said polymerization. Fusing these two, of course, into Perfume Dancer. Always making sure that it's in zone 1, 3, or 5 for Cross Sheep. We're going to do Chain Link 1, Perfume Dancer to add Lunalight Perfume. Chain Link 2, Kaleido Chick or Masquerade, either or to add Poly back, it doesn't matter. Add back Poly, and then we're going to add Perfume. Activate Perfume, summon Kaleido Chick. We're going to use the Kaleido Chick to send Leo Dancer for cost. And then on res, we're going to use Yellow Martin to bounce back Masquerade to hand to summon itself. We're going to overlay these two into Tiger King. Tiger King is going to set our Tenki. We're going to activate said Tenki to add a Beast Warrior like Lunalight Tiger. Activate the Lunalight Tiger. We're going to use the effect to revive any, because we're going to link that one right off. Use Perfume Dancer first to bounce it back to hand to have that. We're going to link these two into our Cross Sheep. And then we're going to use Lunalight Tiger to revive once more. You want this one to be a level 4. We're going to do Kaleido Chick, and then we're going to do Cross Sheep to revive. Like I said, any level 4s. You just need 2 level 4s. Kaleido Chick to send is also just nice. There's a deck thin again. You won't necessarily need it, but deck thinning is nice. We're going to overlay these into our Gallant Granite. Usually normal Lunalight lines will add like Nibiru, just to have as an Omni-negate, but however, we're bridging to Shaddolls. So, if you're wondering what we can add off of this effect, we do actually have a Shaddoll rock monster in the form of Shaddoll Zephyr. So we're going to add that to our hand. Now, we're going to link these two off into our Silo Hat Rabbit, which Hat Rabbit's going to set a Spell and Trap. We're going to set our Angel Statue as a rune, which is a disruption. Use Poly, fusing our Shaddoll and our Bunny into our Construct. And then we're going to use Construct effect to send a Shaddoll, which I like to deck in by sending Squamata. And then Squamata will also send a Schism. Next, we're going to link 2 into SP. You can chain block our Construct by just banishing anything with SP Little Knight to prevent something like Ghost Bell from killing it. But Construct's effect, adding Schism, is what's most important. And then our last two steps is banishing Perfume, discarding our Masquerade for cost to add Lunalight Wolf, Scalar Wolf, and then use Wolf's effect to banish our Leo Dancer. Boom. And just banish your Lunalights. Doesn't matter which one specifically. You just want to keep your Fusion and Silver Hound, of course. Banish these for our Liger Dancers. So, with our one card Gold Leo, we were able to bridge to Shaddolls and get to Schism for Window or a Construct on said turn. We have SP Little Knight, Liger Dancer, as a rune, as well as still in graveyard a Silver Hound for Spell and Trap negate. Very, very strong with just one card. However, there is still one line where it does require a discard because of set effect, but it is one more way to bridge. And if you're wondering how, it's because our fellow man, Gallant Granite, can actually add Hex Shield. And if you're wondering, what is Hex Shield actually summoning? Well, he can actually treat itself as Blazing Cartesia for, that's right, Grand Quickneal, which, if you play Shaddolls, knows that it does bridge to Shaddolls by sending our Elf Shaddoll App Cologne, which allows us to get any Shaddoll card and then discard a card. So that's where the discard actually comes into effect. And you still want the discard so that, the extra discard so that you can still discard Masquerade via Perfume and get your Wolf so that you can still end on Liger Dancer. But I'm still going to show you the combo so you can see that it is a little different, but it's also the same. So, with our Lunalight Goldio plus a discard, same line, normal summon, effect to add Martin, discard. This is my hand. We're going to add Masquerade, use Masquerade, Ignition Effect, Ascend, Silverhound summon out Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick is going to send Black Sheep on res, Goldio target Black Sheep to add back to hand. Black Sheep discard, add Polly into Perfume, Dancer, 1, 3, 5 zones. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, add this back to hand. Go for Perfume. Activate Perfume. Bring back Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick will send Leo Dancer. Yellow Martin, bounce back Masquerade to hand. Oops. Reverse that. Boom. Go for our Tiger King. Tiger King set Tanky. Tanky to search Tiger. Boom. Tiger. Use Tiger effect to revive literally anything. Perfume Dancer to bounce it back to hand. Link 2. Into Cross Sheep. And then we're going to use Tiger effect. Tiger effect to summon out Gold Leo. Cross Sheep to bring out Kaleido Chick. Doesn't matter the sequencing. You just need 4s. Like I said, Kaleido Chick to send. Just a deck thin. And then go for a Gallant Granite. Gallant Granite, discard 1. Go for Hex Shield. And then we're going to link 2 into Silo Hat. So this line specifically doesn't need Silo Hat Rabbit, but the reason why we do play it is just because the Construct line specifically, you don't have any lights via Lunalight combo because they're all darks. So you want to make this free body that's a light that also gets you a disruption in the As a Rune, while also giving you access, like I said, to a light for Construct. It does matter less because Grand Quickneal is a light and a dark monster, but you have a lot of extra bodies where it doesn't matter per se. So, like I said Polly, fuse these two into our Grand Quickneal, as mentioned. Grand Quickneal is going to send App Cologne. App Cologne is going to add our Shaddoll Schism, and then discard a card for effect. So also decent if you have something like a Emerald Bird, or yeah, like an Emerald Bird in hand for some reason, because you already use Martin and Silverhound via combo anyways. Last, Link 2. Well, not last. Before you do your Liger Dancer, make SP. You don't need to worry about anything else because you have Schism SP. And then, lastly, the last two moves is Perfume, discarding Masquerade for cost, going for our Wolf, and then Wolf effect. We're going to summon out our Liger Dancer by banishing our 4 Lunalights again, while also making sure we keep up. We want to keep these 2 in the graveyard for a spell and trap negates. So, banishing literally whatever that's not those 2. I like to keep Martin in the graveyard with that, so banish these 4, make Liger Dancer, and then same board, except we actually get 1 extra disruption because Grand Quickneal can float and summon into our Lulu with Lilith. So, 1 extra disruption. If you decide to play the Hex Shield, you have to discard a card, but I think the 1 extra disruption is fair, as well as if you do play like a Cartesia randomly, like this can float into that, which is also very nice. Alright, and honestly, that does conclude the combo. I do believe Masquerade and Foolish can just do the same. Might require a discard as well in the same aspect, but still doing the same combo is actually pretty nice. Especially for a Shaddoll deck where you do need multiple cards usually to get your play started. One card, all of this insane follow-up with Tiger, with Wolf, with your graveyard being full. I can't complain about this. It is a few really bricky, but literally you're playing a Shaddoll deck, so don't complain about bricks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Always let me know if you have questions in the comments. I will always try to respond to them as fast as possible. I have no life, so I will try to respond to them as fast as possible. Like I said, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.